It's an exciting Sunday night edition. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets. And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
He gets that one. Murray's got his second bucket.
A big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Porter passes to Barton. Now here's Murray. 5 on the clock. Barton kicks to Jokic. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Lillard again missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
That one goes. Count it. 6 points for Jamal Murray.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray. Lillard attacking, and he banks in the layup.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Outside Porter. Outside for Murray. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Outside, Jones. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. And the shot goes in. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. To the middle. Here's Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Hollis Jefferson passes to Carmelo. 2 points. That one goes.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Rivers finds Morris. Bucket is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's McCollum. That one wide left.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Denver. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Nuggets so far.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Little out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Giles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. The Nuggets making a switch here. Bulls checked in. McCollum against Morris. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Rivers kicks to McGee. Bull with it. Anthony on him. Green finds Morris. Here's Bull. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Morris passes to Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Rivers kicks to McGee. Back to Rivers. Portland grabs the miss.
Okay. Better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Anthony. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 13. Rivers dishes to Morris. And there's the pass to Bull. And they pick up 2. Bull's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Rivers. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. .151 left to play in the first half. And a deep three from Lillard. They get a hand on it.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Murray kicks to Porter. Here we go, one-on-one. Lillard with it, now guarded by Barton. Can they get it? Lillard misses. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. 17-point lead, their biggest. Porter, no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And the dunk by Covington.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You dig down deep with some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard for the three. Jones finds Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 to shoot. Nurkic trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Misses the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Denver out in front. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. What a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 11 points and 1 steal. And that's a...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the three. Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's out of bounds to Portland. All retained possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic, no good, shot missing. And Denver the other way now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Lillard from outside hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 6 points for Jokic.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Lillard looking around. Feeds to Cantor with his first shot attempt. Stolen by Cantor. Back to Lillard and stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter finds Murray. Good on the triple. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
From deep. Portland again missing. Denver leading by 20. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Morris kicks to Rivers. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
It's McCollum on the wing. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
The Trailblazers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 19-point game. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Green with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. They kick it out to Green. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Passes it to Rivers. Here's Bowl. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a three. Goes up again. McGee the pass to Bowl. Morris outside. From past the arc. Green. And Green is right there. Green's got his second bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
McCollum left side. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Giles. Portland again missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Bull the pass to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. From deep, Green. McGee dishes the Bull. They swipe it. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo being ultra aggressive now. You give him a lane to the basket, you're going to get results like that.
Rivers passes to Morris. Back to Rivers. Now here is Morris. Green bounce pass. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets taking a 19-point lead into the break. A look at the field goal And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Monte Morris. We've got Robert Covington. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And here we go. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
The pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up.
Well, amongst big men in the league, Jokic's vision is what stands out. And I love it when he gets creative. He is willing to throw some tough passes.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
To the paint. Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Jones kicks to Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Rivers finds Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
This is one of those games where we're not seeing him slow down, so we're in for something real special from Jamal Murray.
Lillard against Murray. Takes it out to Covington. Jones dishes to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Murray against Lillard. Over Murray. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. The Nuggets also changing it up. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Bol. Porter comes in for Green. And Barton subbed in for Austin Rivers. Barton in the corner. Back to Murray. Left side, Gordon. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Murray outside. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Lillard from outside, and it's Denver with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Jokic. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Knocked loose. Porter with the steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jamal Murray.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jokic passes to Murray. He kicks to Barton. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Covington. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Launches it. And it's Jokic missing. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the lot. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Now here's Marjanovic. Clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Kanter. Back to Jones. Covington passes to Lillard. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Now here's Jones. The 11-footer. The offensive rebound. And that one is good. 7 points in the game.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Doncic looking it over. Outside, Porzingis. Up top, Marjanovic. He's guarded by Nurkic. It's tipped.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Enes.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Down low. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Jones. Back to Covington. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. That puts them in the lead.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
1:53 left to play in the first quarter. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
That's the kind of take charge attitude they want CJ to have. Attack the D at every opportunity.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Doncic finds Richardson. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
and credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The three-pointer no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
44 seconds left to play in the first. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. The shot and game clock separated by 4. That one good for 2.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
The 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Marjanovic. Richardson gets a wide open look. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the match?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, they love to see Powell keep his eyes up and look for his teammates. The more assists they get out of him, the more dangerous their offense will be.
And here's McCollum for 3. Powell pulls it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Redick with the 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball.
Here's Brunson. Buries it from 3-point range. Brunson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Brunson against Lillard. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. And the wide open shot from Redick. Redick can't get that one to fall. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. This one for three. Mavericks with the rebound. Passes to Brunson. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brunson against Lillard. Powell kicks to Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Covington. Inside. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Over in the corner, Lillard. 44 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lets it go with the 3. Fires the 3. Here's Cantor. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Lillard against Brunson. Beyond the arc. Dallas again missing.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Lillard way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Trailblazers lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. He was on. And that'll do it for us. The third.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. With the tip.
You know, 2 things happen here. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
4-on-3 break. Nobody near Lillard. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 4. Hardaway with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
And Lillard gets double teamed, and that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Lillard. He's got 19. From deep. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And Jones pulls it down. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. Offensive rebound. The pass to Nurkic. And a deep 3 from Lillard. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with a nice finish.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now 2 more since the break.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The 3 for Doncic. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Back to Giles. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Richardson left side. Porzingis inside. They get it back. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Banked in off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. To the right side. Here's Marjanovic. And another basket for Dallas.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McCollum against Doncic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. McCollum against Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 7.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
McCollum up top. Brunson covering. McCollum kicks to Giles. Moves back up. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Redick. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Portland leading. And here's the break. Little dishes to Carmelo. Can't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. To the middle. A steal. McCollum against Redick. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Lillard way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Brunson scanning the floor. There's the dish to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Damian Lillard. That one falls for Brunson. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Outside, Jones. Pass to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Count that one.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And so they foul intentionally.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 4 from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jones the pass to Covington. Lillard outside. Count that bucket. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
From deep three-point range. But they get it back. Doncic, no good. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Cantor. Passes it to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard scanning the floor. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Porzingis with the ball. Lillard picks him up.
And how's that for a one-man show. Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Lillard. Over Richardson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Richardson.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Anthony against Doncic. From the left block. Again, the Mavericks score.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Lillard outside. Clock at 6. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
From deep 3-point range. The shot off that time. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a thing. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before. And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the center. And for Portland, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. Cousins, and it's rebounded by Covington. And Portland with the ball. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
Beverly, the pass to George. Nurkic with the block. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball. Beverly against Lillard. There's the pass to Kanter. Missed inside.
That works just like they drew it up. Until the part where he short arms the layup.
A nice shot by George.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Here's Jones. Paul George making his last shot. Stolen by Beverly. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubats. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with no one around. Trains the three-pointer.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. But they recover it. Kanter finds Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside to stop the run. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. The putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And George, here we go, over Jones. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Beverly. George has got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Lillard. Kanter kicks to Jones. Passes it to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And it's denied. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Little passes to Giant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
It's Morris atop the key. Back to Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers. Portland trailing here. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Kennard. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Hollis Jefferson passes to Giles. Ibaka with some nice D. Clippers leading by 4. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Out left to the wing. Ibaka finds Morris. Portland grabs the miss.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers, Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Morris after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Anthony. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Got it up. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looked...
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 2. From...
When I'm training in the summer, before practice, after...
The team seems to support Greg that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
We've got Little. Hollis Jefferson is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony, and it's Giles in at the 5 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Ibaka, the pass to Man. Back to Ibaka. Here's Man. Out to Ibaka. Morris inside. Anthony on him. Here's Ibaka. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
To the inside. Here's Giles. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game here. And here's Kennard to end the run. Little with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Pass to Man. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kennard kicks to Ibaka. Here's the 3. Man can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 7. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And a wide open look for McCollum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Yep, it counts.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. He doesn't miss the open man when he spots it.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum finds Anthony. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum. I mean, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Harry Giles. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Little. And Jones subbed in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Lillard's checked in for McCollum. From deep, George. That one misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones, the pass to Covington. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 7. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter. Look at that.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
That ties it up. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, he's one of the best passing fives in the game. I mean, think about this. Cousins doesn't get enough credit for being unselfish on the floor.
Lillard, bounce pass. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. It's George on the wing, defended by Jones. A nice shot by George.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Lillard looking around. Down low. Can they get it? And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
A three from Leonard, and another three for the Clippers.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Lillard against Beverly. Ball's knocked loose. Lillard the pass to Jones. From deep three-point range, and that one is off. That one no good. And thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul. And that'll do it for our.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly, and it's George in at the shooting guard. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And the rejection by Leonard. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. Left side, George. Zubac the pass to George. Over Jones. George, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those. Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. He kicks it to Leonard. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
kicks to Cousins. Outside Leonard. Now the pass to Zubac. 3 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
But these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Jackson finds Ibaka. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And the lean frame of Ibaka taking the punishment, but still converting the basket. Toughness.
Here's Giles, defended by Ibaka, and it's blocked by Ibaka. McCollum against Jackson. High post Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. From 10 feet out, and he overshot that one, missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Giles and foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's McCollum off the drive. Inside for the lead. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Feeds to Ibaka. High quality look, and he sinks it. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot, paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Ibaka outside. Back to Jackson. Stolen by McCollum. The Trailblazers have been good at the line so far. 5 of 5. They throw good. McCollum. So he gets them both. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Jackson looking it over. Kennard finds Jackson. Back to Kennard. Over McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. All alone. And McCollum with the slam.
Ever the opportunity. C.J. sparks a successful fast break with his quick hands.
Now Jackson. The dish to Ibaka. With 1 on the clock.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
McCollum left side. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 4. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Anthony is out there with Little. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's McCollum, and it's Giles in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Kennard. 4 on the clock. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
So both teams making some changes here. Outside, Jones. Nurkic finds Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Leonard inside, defended by Covington. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Lillard against Beverly. And Lillard gets it to go.
It's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
George looking around. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now Portland on the break. Here's Lillard. Another shot from outside the arc. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Outside Leonard. Misses the 3. Trailblazers leading by 9. To the paint. Here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Outside, Jones. Covington passes to Lillard. Count it. Good. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. His speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. On the wing, George. Chalk up 2 there.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lillard against Beverly. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Outside, Jones. And there's Lillard on the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 16 here in the second half. Jones against George. From deep. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Lillard. The 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. It's stolen by Jones. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Washington stays with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
A three from Leonard, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from three. Boy, how times have changed.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lillard with no one around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Leonard. There's the three. Lillard with the rebound. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big David. Thank you. Nestled among the peaks of... Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Covington in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Yep, that one goes. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
Yeah, and I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Murray surveying the D. Gordon up on top. Jones against Murray. And it's good for two.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And here are the Blazers. 4-point game. Passes to Covington. Lillard against Murray. From deep three-point range, and there's Lillard on the assist by Jones.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Here's Murray. Barton outside, just 5 on the clock. Takes a three. Murray, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard, and stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And a wide open look for Porter. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And the offense, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. You look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Lillard. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Denver leading by 3. Lob pass to Gordon. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Lillard fires away from way outside. Lillard again missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. McCollum outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCollum. To the middle, here's Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Jokic. Dishes to Murray. Back to Jokic. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. McCollum feeling it out a bit. The pass to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nuggets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Anthony. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Now here's McCollum. And so it's the Denver Nuggets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Little out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Giles in at the 5. Now, here's Bull. Morris, left side. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now, here is Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team, and in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passed a little. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. He's guarded by Rivers. McCollum against Morris. It's McCollum with the drive. And stolen by Bull. Green taking his time here. Now here's Bull. He's tightly guarded. The dish to Rivers. Feeds it to McGee. And here's Green outside. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers trail by 9. Pushing it up. Green with the rebound. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Ball kicks to Morris. Now here's Rivers, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And it's McCollum off the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
That's the kind of take charge attitude they want CJ to have. Attack the D at every opportunity.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Murray. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D that time from Jones. Covington passes to Nurkic. And Cantor throws it down.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Murray dishes to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Lillard against Murray. To the inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And he gets it back. Basket counts. Murray's got 10 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lillard surveying the D. Puts up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got his second basket.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Will Barton, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Porter kicks to Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. Inside. Here's Barton. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Lillard. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 43% from the field. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nurkic dishes to Jones. The feed to Lillard. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Murray finds Gordon. Denver passing it around. With the putback, and Porter putting it right back in. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Back to Jones. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Jones against Murray. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the strength of Murray. Finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Cantor. No good on the shot. And Denver the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Back to Gordon. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Lillard against Barton. Outside, Covington. Barton against Lillard. The 3. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Portland trailing here. There's 1:38 left in the third. Pass to Anthony. Back to Giles. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. McGee finds Morris. Now Bowl. 4 on the shot clock. Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Cullen passes a little. Now Anthony. He kicks to Little. Back to Anthony. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Rivers can't get it to go. It's McCollum with the drive. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And they're on the break. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Rivers hits both of them. 20 seconds left in the third. McCollum with the ball. Passes it to Giles. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Giles has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Denver in the lead. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Little. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
Pass to McCollum. To the paint. Here's Giles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there.
Both teams will make substitutions. Nugget shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cantor checked in for Giles. Jokic against Cantor. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Murray, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Lillard. Count it.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Murray outside. Jokic draws the double. Dozier kicks to Murray. There's the pass to Dozier. He dishes it to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. They now take the lead.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Kicks to Green. Back to Jokic, stolen by Cantor. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Gordon, Jokic trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Gordon. Lillard against Murray. Pass to Cantor. Puts the move on. Nurkic trying to get open. And scoring with the play inside is Cantor.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Here's Jokic, and it's Denver scoring again.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
McCollum outside. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Dozier. Murray. It's good on the putback. Murray's got the game tied up here for Denver.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Murray against Lillard. Green kicks to Jokic. And here is Murray. Takes the 3. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Now Murray. Passes it to Jokic. That one doesn't go. Excellent D from Cantor. Here's McCollum. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. One-on-one fast break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Lillard. Yes!
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders. And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. And the starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Cantor in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Richardson in at the 2 spot. Now here's Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Yeah, very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
Now, Doncic fires from deep. Rebound by Nurkic. And Portland with the ball. It's Lillard, top of the key. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And it's Doncic missing. Passes it to Cantor. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Doncic to halt the run.
You won't see a lot of blocks out of Cantor, but there he uses his bulk and length to affect the shooter's rhythm.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Launches a 3. Here's Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Covington. Here's Doncic. From the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Lillard dishes to Jones. Shoots. Back to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the Mavericks score.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Here's Lillard. Good D by Hardaway.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now, here's Richardson. Here's Porzingis, uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Inside, Cantor. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Richardson with it. Now Covington defending. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Brunson finds Redick. Takes a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Brunson scanning the floor. That shot missing, and it's Portland the other way. 27 seconds left in the first. Here's Giles, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Here's Finney Smith, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
McCollum right side, and it's in there.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Clock at 6. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his first points in this one. Trailblazers leading by 3. McCollum deciding where to go with it. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. A three from McCollum. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunity.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Lillard with the bucket.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Doncic against Lillard. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Richardson right side. From outside the arc. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Cantor. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 3 on 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. Collin comes in for Derek Jones.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Lillard gets double teamed. Powell with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Lillard way outside. They get it back. Intercepted. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Good on the three-point shot. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And a deep three from Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Mavericks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. It's good on the putback. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Kicks it out to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires it up. And he gets it to go from the corner. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Here's Brunson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Trailblazers up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the... Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points and 1 assist. And that should...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. They've got Jones, Anthony out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Little, and it's McCollum in at the point. That one goes. Count it.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Ennis Cantor.
Yeah, easy call.
For Dallas, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
You wonder what the next step is, and for Willie Cauley-Stein, what he's done in the offseason to improve himself offensively. Maybe a few more things in the footwork category will help him out.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Jones. Robert Covington comes in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for McCollum.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Harry Giles is checked in for Ennis Cantor. Little comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. And the first one at the line is good. And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. And so he hits both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. McCollum against Brunson. To the paint. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And so here is Dallas, trailing here by 8. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Powell.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Little can't hit.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Offside Collins. Portland moving the ball around. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the wide open shot from Redick. Dallas, no good that time either.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Stolen. Pass break, Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Throws down the breakaway jam.
This is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
McCollum with the ball. 6 points for him. And there's the pass to Giles. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Little. It's deflected. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
Portland leading by 6. Cullen passes to Hollis Jefferson. Inside, Giants. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Runs in the pass to Reddick. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Powell, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Powell's got his second basket.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Stolen by Brunson. Fast break, here we go. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And Cauley Stein, a big that can run the floor, so he can be a weapon in the fast break game.
20 seconds left to play here in the third, and the basket by McCollum.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now Brunson. Three seconds left. Misses the layup. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Mavericks trail by 6. They've got Marjanovic, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
And he knocks down the first one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Portland leading by 5. Anthony dishes to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Doncic, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Covington finds Canner. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. And again, it's Portland converting.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Doncic looking it over. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
And here is Anthony. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And Nurkic gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Doncic outside. Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Lillard fires away from way outside. They get it again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 11-point game. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Porzingis with the block.
You can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
And finished off by Nurkic.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
There's 1:54 left in the game. Doncic against Lillard. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Marjanovic.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Lillard surveying the D. He feeds it to Carmelo. Over Doncic. Anthony's shot is off. It's tipped. Mavericks trail by 11. Doncic outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Trailblazers lead by 11. From deep. Doncic, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. But they get it back. Kicks it out to Richardson. From deep three-point range, and that one's good. Doncic.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Lillard fires away from way outside, and it's Lillard again missing. So the Trailblazers win it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Cousins on the follow.
Well, he's a guy who is built for these kind of plays. DeMarcus using his size and skill to full advantage.
Kanter kicks to Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard, no luck.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Nurkic can't hit.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
And George with the stuff.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with this offense.
The Clippers get another chance here. Clippers moving the ball around. No coverage that time. George has got his second basket of the game.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
And a deep three from Lillard. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Oh, that's a real nice looking deep three ball there.
George passes to Leonard. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Beverly against Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Cousins. Outside, George. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Again, Los Angeles.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Cullen passes to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum against Beverly, and the basket by McCollum. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Cullen passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mann passes to George. Morris, left side. There's Jackson with the 3. That one's not going to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. George dishes to Jackson. Outside for George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now the Clippers moving it up. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
McCollum. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports.
I think it comes from the inner.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
We've got Luke Kennard. Ibaka is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's man in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here's Kennard, covered by Hollis Jefferson. Kennard's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Jackson. Morris kicks to Jackson. Ball stolen. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Pass to Ibaka. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And Portland with another turnover here.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Ibaka, no luck.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Good work there as it goes. Anthony's got his second bucket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. A different look now for Portland. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, Jones. Passes to Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Cousins.
All over that one. DeMarcus gets himself in position, times the block beautifully.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. That's a 2 from Lillard, and it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles leading by 7. And it's Leonard with the jam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
1:33 left to play here in the second quarter. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Everly with the ball. No points in the game yet for him, and it's Leonard missing.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Cousins, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
LA has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. George against Cantor. Here's Zubac. Gets it to go from 8 feet. And the Clippers lead by 7. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Lillard looking around. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Beverly, the pass to George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 9.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's Lillard. He's got 7. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Lillard again missing. And we've finished one half of basketball. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all about the Clippers as the game got going. They scorched the hardwood with an... Thanks for joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter, Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. He's got 10. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
Got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Here's Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Man passes to Jackson. And the shot goes in. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Cantor's shot is off. Clippers leading by 9.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 9. To the middle, tips it up.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job, but he needs the rest of his team to step up.
McCollum against Beverly. Right side, George. Back to Leonard. On the wing, George. Leonard kicks to George. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And it's George finishing it off.
Such a hounding defender. Beverly timing the steal and initiating the break.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. McCollum against Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 7 on the bucket from McCollum. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. That's a 2 from Kennard. It's Jackson with the drive. Kennard with the ball. Hollis Jefferson's there. Shot's good by Kennard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Jackson against McCollum. Here's Anthony, and it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Anthony. Rebound by the Clippers. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morris dishes to Jackson. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Clippers moving the ball around. Ibaka finds Kennard. The second chance effort, and it's laid in by Ibaka. Ibaka's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Hollis Jefferson in the post. Kennard covering. Second shot opportunity. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Patrick Beverly, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's George in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Outside, George. The pass to Beverly. And it's Leonard, top of the key. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Lillard. Leonard with the steal. All going up court. Here's Cousins. Good work defensively by Jones.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Cantor, the pass to Nurkic. It's Covington on the wing. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. George with no one around. Buries the corner 3. And the Clippers lead by 14. The Trailblazers on offense. Lillard from deep three-point land. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cousins, the pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Beverly. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Cousins trying to free himself up. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jones dishes to Lillard. Will it go? It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
The 3 from George. Rebound by Nurkic.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
3-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Beverly feeling it out a bit, and George kicks to Beverly. Shot on the wing. Leonard on the wing. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly.
Reggie Jackson.
Trailblazers trail by 17. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Jackson finds Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Ibaka. There's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And a deep 3 from Lillard. No good from outside.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Jackson has the open look. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Shoots it. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 16. Lillard fires away from way outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor dishes to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Jackson misses. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Down by 15. But they'll get another chance. Cantor finds Covington. Lillard way outside. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. From deep, the long-distance three is buried.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.